All right, so hello everybody. For those of you tuning in, it seems as though you are having a little bit of trouble or just want some clarification on the 2019 AP Calculus AP Non-Calc Multiple Choice Question 24. So let's read this question from the start. So the graph of the piecewise linear function f is shown above, and we are told to find the value of the integral from 0 to 12 of f prime of x dx. So hopefully you guys know this, but f prime of x is the derivative of the function f of x. So let me just write that real quick right here. F prime of x equals the derivative of f of x, right? So what are we told to find in this problem? Well, we are told to find the value of this expression, of this integral. And what we really need to understand for this problem is we really need to utilize the beginning material that was taught by Mr. Rue on integrals. And this really comes down to one of the fundamental theorem of calculus. And that is the first fundamental theorem of calculus. The first fundamental theorem of FTC. So for those of you who might have forgotten what the first FTC is or just want some clarification on it, I will just write it right here, real tinily, hopefully it fits. First fundamental theorem of calculus states that the integral from a to b of the function f of x dx equals the function big F of b minus big F of a. So the minus sign. So f of b is big F of b, or big F of x is basically the function. And when you take the derivative of this function, right? So you take the derivative of this function with respect to x, you will get f, little f of x, which, let me just rewrite this for you, is the derivative of big F of x. So utilizing the first fundamental theorem of calculus, right, we can find out the answer to this expression right here, So let me just circle this. So let's rewrite this expression right here. The integral, right, from 0 to 12 of the derivative, or f prime of x dx equals, that is the value we are supposed to find to solve this problem, right? So we can use the first fundamental theorem of calculus to find this problem, to figure out what this is. So like I said, right here, we are told that little f of x is the derivative of big F of x. So f of x right here was basically equal, what is f of x equal? F of x is equal to, like we stated up here, the derivative of f of x. So we are told by the first fundamental theorem of calculus that this integral basically equals the function at 12, or f of 12 minus f of 0, right? So using the first fundamental theorem of calculus, the definition, we can just plug in the values for a and b and find the value, the answer to this problem. So this is where the importance of the graph of f is. Without the graph of f, this question would not really be a question, right? But because College Board is super nice, they give you the graph of f, and from here on out, it is plug and chug. So we are supposed to find out what f of 12 is. F of 12 is given right here at this spot right here, and what f of 0 is. F of 0 is right here. And once again, we are not using the graph of the derivative, right? We don't really have the graph of the derivative. We're using the graph of f. because it is stated by the first fundamental theorem of calculus that the integral of the derivative is equal to the function itself at f of b minus the function at a. So now we can just plug in the values that we get for f of 12 and f of 0. So we know that f of 12 is equal to minus 4. And we also know that f of 0 is equal to, what is it equal to? It is equal to 4. And I just like putting the second value of f of a in parentheses because it just prevents you from making any mistakes when you're doing distributing. Say you have a negative number. But because we don't, it's not really needed, but I don't know. I guess it's helpful to make that a practice. And then now all we have to do is negative 4 minus 4, negative 4 minus 4, and hopefully you guys know how to do this. It equals negative 8. And let's see, is negative 8 one of the answer choices? Yup, the negative 8 is indeed one of the answer choices. So the answer to the 2019 AP Calculus AB Non-Calc MCQ question 24 is negative 8, answer A. Thank you.